Of our staff here at UWEC, some of whom you might see branded.
At 54 years old, Zakayo, Uganda's oldest chimpanzee, died and was gracefully buried at Uganda Wildlife Education Center in Entebbe. Occasionally, when animals die in Uganda, they are properly disposed of from the public to avoid the irritating, decomposing stench. However, Zakayo was not buried like any dead animal. He was given a decent burial, just like humans.
Can you come forward?
The wildlife diehards and conservationists who attended Zakayo's burial on 28th April celebrated his life in death.
The viewing is going on.
At the send-off, they read poems, sang songs, and made speeches that highlighted its 42-year stay at the Uganda Wildlife Education Center.
I am missing you since you've been gone away. I am missing you, Zakayo.
The love from young people to love wild animals can also be credited to Zakayo. This explains why the Wildlife Club of Mary Patriarchs, Bugonga, had to pay their tribute.
Baby Jesus, I love you, I love you. You are my Savior, you are my Savior, every day, every day. Zakayo muoza, Zakayo muoza. Kumutie, kumutie mugulabe. Yesu ya muishe Zakayo amangu, kamangu. Zakayo we yaka. Okulaba ku Yesu, okulaba ku Yesu, omuloko.
A family man we could say Zakayo was. He had two wives, Amina and Ruth. The special bond he maintained with his two spouses was noticed by humans, which makes him so exceptional. Not forgetting his baby chimp known as Chaka. It is now 25 years old.
This poem is from Amina and Ruth, the left wives of Zakayo. Dedicated to Zakayo, their beloved husband, whom they have missed. Because you were gone, that is the title of the poem. When from the scrubs we came, and by the door we sat, waiting, hoping, peeping, you still didn't come. When supper was served, when your favorite food was served, you still didn't come. We sat by the gates and sang songs. We ran out of verses. Our voices were sore. We begged you to come back. We looked to the heavens and implored the deity. Matoke raised his voice.
Chimps are our closest living relatives, and we share approximately 98.7% of our DNA. Chimps know more than we think, and think a great deal more than we know. We send our condolences to your work family, and I pray that may the Almighty God comfort and strengthen you in this difficult time.
At the age of 12, Zakayo was brought to the Wildlife Education Center in the year 1976. He lived in a small cage in the 70s and 80s until an expansive homeland, described as Budongo Island, was established at UWEC. The chimps, including Zakayo, have been displaced from the wild by people who kill their mothers and fathers, as well as the rest of their kin, to get the babies to feed the pet trade. The chimps are also killed for bushmeat and also witchcraft because some people believe they would become as intelligent as the chimps.
During that time, it was a very trying moment for animals because they were just a small distance away from humans, and wildlife was taken as entertainment, as a source of entertainment to humans. Chimpanzees were very close. During that time, Zakayo was fed on sweets, people throwing cigarettes, people throwing alcohol, they throwing all different kinds of stuff into the chimpanzee exhibit.
The representative of Uganda Wildlife Authority who attended the funeral of Zakayo considers chimps as the humanist living relatives and that they know more than what we think we know. Zakayo has left lessons for the human race to think about and emulate. The death of the best known and probably the friendliest primate overwhelmed the leadership at Uganda Wildlife Education Center, and they decided to celebrate him.
When this happened, we sat down and we said, let us enumerate the achievements that have been realized as a result of Zakayo. And they were numerous, they were enormous. And so we decided that we are going to celebrate the life of Zakayo as opposed to mourning him. And as you can see, we are actually celebrating the life of Zakayo. As you can see what is happening.
The mayor of Entebbe, who was described as the chief mourner, represented the Minister of Tourism Ephraim Kamuntu at Zakayo's send-off. He said Zakayo contributed to the increased visitor numbers at the Wildlife Education Center. He also proposed that there should be a day set aside to celebrate chimps. This could be a day Zakayo died or on his birthday.
I think we can request to have a chimpanzee day for the country, especially either on the day we celebrate the life of, we commemorate the death of Zakayo, or on his birthday.
After a 3-hour celebration, Zakayo's coffin was lowered into the grave. Having succumbed to stomach ulcers, his intestines were buried and his other body preserved for tourism purposes. This was a compilation by Gerard Tenua for New Vision TV.